All right, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're joining us from. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know. I hope everyone can hear me. If that's okay, please let me know. Can you hear me? You can just type in the chat. Okay, nice, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so welcome to our Getting Started Cryptocurrencies webinar. My name is Teddy Muvoka, the host and founder of Finances Africa. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of you over here. And we are hopeful and glad that this will be a worthwhile session to you and to each and every other person who gets to be a part of this even after the webinar. Allow me to start off with a word of prayer, then introduce our guest today, who'll jump right into it. And yeah, we'll see what he has in store for us for the day. Okay. All right. Allow me to pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you so much for this wonderful time that you have given unto us, oh Lord. We thank you, Lord, for your grace, your hand that is upon us, my God, and it is you who has brought each and every one of us up until this place. We pray, even as we begin this class, oh God, may the spirit of wisdom and understanding be upon each and every participant in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We commit our host to you, oh God, that Father, as he does his work, oh God, Lord, I pray, then may you give him, oh God, the wisdom to teach this evening in the name of Jesus Christ. So thank you for each and every person who has signed up and each and every person who's going to join. I pray that, Lord, may you help them understand what is going to be passed on today. It's in the mighty name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen. Okay, so let me adjust my volume a little bit. I think it's a bit low. Um, yeah, but I'll get to sort that out in a few. Okay, so welcome guys. Once again, my name is Teddy Mudoka for those who have joined us right now. And allow me to introduce our guest trainer today. His name is Cliff Kanye. He's a personal friend of mine and he has been investing in cryptocurrencies for the past 4 years. He started off just as each and every person over here is that curiosity and interest, and he has grown into spaces of being also a trader working with algorithmic trading. That's a heavy word for me. Yeah, and he's been doing that for the past couple of times. So be rest assured that he knows what he's doing, and everything that he has prepared for today will be worthwhile unto each and every one of us. Yeah, so I'll just give him the floor to start us right off. He will start off. Our session today will be divided into two parts. The first part being pretty much around the theoretical aspect, but in a very simplified way. And then for the second part, we will do a live demonstration on how you are able to buy and sell through Binance. Okay. And then for the last session, we'll have a question and answer question where if you have any other question, you can just send it into the chat box. You can ask. Yeah. And we'll just be a try to ensure that we get to answer each and every one of them by the time we're done with our session today. Okay, so allow me to invite Cliff. Cliff, you're welcome to unmute yourself and start us off. Thank you.
I don't know if everyone is hearing me well.
Yes, we are.
So my name is Cliff Kanye. Yeah, for the introduction part, I think I will just use that name. Cliff Kanye, done trading since 20, been in crypto since 2018. Yeah, 2018. And been learning through the years and doing my own researches, learning more, joining communities where you learn. And yeah, I'm glad to be here. So today, as Teddy has shared that today we'll be tackling crypto in two ways. The first one is the theoretical part, which I know most of the people try to avoid it, but we are studying that. And then after that, we go into the practicality of it and seeing how we can do it practically, how it's easy to start and how it's easy to continue even as we study pamoja. So today, let me share my slides there and we prepare for today. Kidogo. Let's start. Yeah. So today, the main question I'm asking today, why crypto? I think most of you have heard about crypto, maybe from your friends, maybe from the internet, because these days we have a lot of people talking about crypto, about the metaverse, about the mostly the metaverse since Facebook changed its name, about blockchain, about Bitcoin, about Ethereum, but not everyone knows what's crypto. So the question that I'm asking today, why crypto? So from starters, crypto can be, let me continue. So crypto originated, let me will just give you a small history about crypto, where it started from, as you're going to everything. So the first part, we'll start with how crypto, where crypto started from. So crypto was started in, crypto originated from blockchain. Blockchain was first originally started working, I think in around 1990 something, can't remember the date well, but when it started, not a lot of people knew about it. So when it started, it was just the people who were developing it such as I will go to the theoretical part kabisa. So kawenye wapendi theory, sorry for today, but leo ndaongea theory kidogo na niende deep into the tech part. So when blockchain was started, let's start. When blockchain was started, it started out as a tech where a lot of people were coming to share information, because the blockchain was started during the time of the internet, when the internet was started. So when it was starting, a lot of information was needed to be stored. That's when the servers started coming in, the memory cards, hizo vitu zote zikaanzia from there. But the people who started blockchain, as tukiendelea, okay, as acha tu movie. Kiasi. So I think mnaweza niona vizuri. So blockchain, let's start. Blockchain, it's a blockchain. It has two names, a block and a chain. A block, it's basically data. Teddy, sijui kama utaweza kumute tafadhali.
Sorting it out.
When did you?
Oh, so
It's okay.
So asante. So blockchain started tumesema blockchain, yeah, it contains two parts, a block and a chain. The block part is the data part, and the chain is what connects the many two blocks. So sija indicate hapa, but I can share. So when the reason why people prefer blockchain, because it is shared, distributed, and intangible, that records history from the time you start any transaction. So assume you want to, let's start with the layman's word. Assume I have some data. I want to have some data. I want to store it. In the old-fashioned way, I will take maybe the data, write it down in maybe a piece of paper or in a file, and then put it in a file. After putting in a file, maybe I put it in a safe, and where I lock the safe. And let's assume there is no external danger, anything, molding, rats eating the data. We are sure that our documents will stay intact. But with blockchain, the same data that you write, you can store it you just store it like when unaandikanga maybe in a word. Then after writing it, it is shared among the different people in the network. Assuming you are around 5 people in the network, your data will be shared among the 5, but not they will not receive the data, the full data, but they will receive parts of the data. Like maybe one will receive a half of a quarter, something like that. So after that, we see that the data that you have been, the data that you had written down, you have put it in, it will stay in that network for the longest time. Nobody can destroy it. It cannot be harmed by any virus ama kitu yoyote. Uko sure na what your data is contained. So reason why blockchain is used mostly because of the transparency, accountability, and it is trusted. Tukiendelea, poleni nimetense kidogo. So blockchain is used to timestamp digital documents as not to backdate them or tamper with them. Reason why you are saying that is because when the data, ukishaandika the data, ndatumia both English and Swahili. When you have ukona the data will be saved kwa kila mtu, and that nobody can come and alter the data that you're written. So ukishaandika the data, maybe at this time, like assume tumeanzia the session sign 7:50, this data will remain in our blockchain. Bado hatujafika kwa technology sahi kwa most of the internet part, but this data will remain in our blockchain, na itakuwa timestamp that the session started at hiyo time yenye tulianzia, and that when people come in the future, they cannot come and maybe corrupt the data, because when you start corrupting the data, you spoil the blockchain. And tuna come to that in a later, hata si mbali, ni around to hapa. So what is a block? So a block contains 3 parts. The first one is the data part. The second one is the hash, and the third one is the hash of the previous block. So when assume the data tumesema ni depends in the blockchain used. Kama Bitcoin iko na its own blockchain technology where it has the sender part, the receiver part, and the number of coins transacted here. When coming to the hash part is something like a fingerprint or a signature that inaonyesha that you are the one who owns that data. And then the hash of the previous block, cha nionyeshe kama kwa our previous block. Let's say this is our blockchain. Inakanga something like this. So you see, this the first block, and we have the second block. So assuming you're starting a transaction, we'll not have the previous block, but we'll have the block that we have right there. Let's say this one. Kama mnaiona, that one. Yeah. This one, itakuwa our genesis block. So here is where the transactions start. And as we continue to do the transactions, we'll continue having more blocks in our system, and every block contains a different part of the different information from the previous one. Now each block has its own hash and has its own data. So tukiendelea, so blockchain is used in many different places. Kasai, blockchain is used for payments tracking, payments in medical fields, keeping records, digital land titles, in notaries, in car audits, collecting taxes, voting, and even identity verification, because everyone akona his own hash. So when you start a transaction, when utakuwa to identified as hiyo. Na kama sahi, let's say Kenya sahi we are tunaingia that period of election. Kuna countries which zimeanza kutumia blockchain technology for voting. inafanyanga vote inakuwa ngumu kucorrupt, inafanya vote inakuwa that everyone mwenye ako kwa the network mwenye nini, inafanya the voting could be free and fair. Let me say that. So as kama tunaendelea as tunaendelea kudevelop, tunaona most of our things kwa sababu we are moving to the digital part side, we will see most of our every transaction itakuwa digital. So utapata most even everything say hata the physical title deeds uko nazo utapata kuna time utapata that kuna companies zinajaribu put the kuchukua those title deeds zinaweka kwa blockchains that utajua that which land ina own this person, and after that utapata that itakuwa ngumu ku steal lands, kufanya hizo vitu zote. So tukiendelea, so acha tukuje sasa kwa watu wengi wanaulizanga what's crypto. So crypto, it's a form of digital money. It's a form of digital money which inaweza kuwa which is a crossbreed of stocks and currencies. Unaweza pata stocks kama za kina Safaricom. It's a combination of Safaricom na the Kenyan currencies zimekombiniwa pamoja zikatengeneza mtoto mzuri anaitwa crypto. So most cryptos have their own underlying blockchain technology which is decentralized, which mean in a meaning that there is no central authority governing it. Like assume the Kenyan currency, because hapa najua tuko na Wakenya wengi. The Kenyan currency imebakiwa na the government, na imebakiwa na the central bank, na which the central bank imebakiwa up na the government. So assume tunaenda kwa so the central government ina control. Hiyo ndio inamaanisha decentralized kwa sababu it has a control, iko na someone who is controlling it. So assume so crypto haina the best thing about crypto is that haina any central government, which has its own pros na cons, na hizo tutakam kuona later on in our slide. So tukienda kwa our next slide, tunaenda kwa benefits, the key benefits of crypto. Niko na some few, but kuna more as tunaendelea ku read ahead. So the first one, ina reduce corruption. Reason why it reduces corruption ni kwa sababu unapata that every data imerekodiwa, it has its own digital footprint, it has its own hash that you cannot corrupt any data. So assuming, acha nitumie example hata kama some people hatanipenda, assuming venye last year Uhuru alikuwa anasema that our country every year kuna 2 billion inakuwa stolen. Assuming we are using the blockchain technology, itakuwa ngumu ku steal the 2 billion. Reason being ni kwa sababu every transaction is recorded from the first transaction mpaka to the last transaction. So tutaweza kuona how imeflow you will be able to see how it flows. Na utajua from where it started na where the money imepotelea. Hiyo ndio the best way. Na hauwezi manipulate the blockchain kwa sababu when you try to manipulate one block, it changes. Is kwa nimeelezea hapo mbele. So assuming you want to manipulate one block kwa the blockchain, ukimanipulate one block, you need to manipulate all the other blocks that kwa blockchain yako. Now if you want to assume, for the case of crypto, if you want to change one block, you need to calculate the hashes of every block, combine all the calculation, you can manipulate that one block, and after you manipulate that one block, all the coming blocks from that block to enda kakulikuanga na other blocks zinanalifaiwa, so itaonyesha that kuna error. Na for this one ilianzia na Bitcoin kwa sababu Bitcoin ilikuwa the first to start using blockchain technology, na that iliweza ku curb hiyo issue ya one person to manipulating the block by using something known as the proof of work. Proof of work inamaanisha that For let me use an example like Bitcoin. For something like Bitcoin has a proof of work that the proof of work means that data will be verified. Hapo ndo nasikia kuna mining will be verified by several people in the network, and after you verify one of the several people in the network, for you to either manipulate the one block, it will take you approximately it will take you approximately like 10 minutes to manipulate one block. And after manipulating one block, you need to calculate the rest within the next 10 minutes so that uweze ku manipulate the whole block. So hapo ndo tunasema ni incorruptible, hauwezi corrupt any way you want. The next one, ni eliminate extreme money printing. I think most of you have experienced the inflation yenye imekuwa in our country ama in the globe. Inflation has been all around the globe, that you see that prices have hiked due to one reason. Since last year when COVID started, a lot of government have printed a lot of money to come to the first one. The first one is to reduce their debts, because every government iko na deni. We don't know to who, but every government has a debt. Now, to eliminate that debt, most government opt to print more money and to print more money so that they can pay their debt. When we print more money, it raises a question of inflation, because when you print more money, we have more money in circulation, hence causing prices of things to go high. So when you're using crypto, we'll eliminate printing of excess money, because let's say, for example, we know that every Bitcoin we have only 21 million Bitcoin. There will no longer be any Bitcoin processed after the 21 has been mined. Utapata every place utakuwa na only that. Now, one thing about crypto is that as governments in print more money, crypto inafanyanga something known as banning crypto. This means that reducing the number of crypto kwa the blockchain, so that every the crypto that you have ama the crypto that you own grow value na inakuwa more easier to transact with, inafanya kuwa na faster transactions. That point in that crypto gives money, people charge of their own money. This comes along with the decentralization that we talked about. The fourth point is that crypto cuts out the middleman. I can explain. As venye tunaona, not a lot, but everywhere we see banks. Banks act as our brokers. Kama unataka kufanya stocks, utakuwa na a broker mwenye anakuuzia the stocks. Kama if you want to, as in everything, unapata kuna a broker mwenye ako hapo. In crypto, we eliminate all those the middleman, the brokers, and we only have maybe you and the crypto that you want. We eliminate this whole part so that everyone can have charge of their money vizuri, and that hautakuwa na a lot of fees that you need to pay. For example, let's say I want to buy a stock in Safaricom right now. Me venye niko naweza enda having an account, having a trading account, nenda for the trading account, go and try to buy, and then I will have a broker, which the broker will buy the stocks from Safaricom. But if everything we were done in the done using crypto, I will just when I decide to buy the Safaricom stocks, we'll just buy them directly without the broker. The last point, but kuna more, crypto serve their bank. Beside the population that kuna kwa dunia, half of the population remain unbanked, and crypto it has come to serve those people who are unbanked. Tukiendelea. So najua that everything najua that kuna a lot of myths and misconceptions zenye zimecome along with crypto due to crypto venye most of the crypto what most of the crypto coins ama technologies nini zinakonga zimewekwa na ile notion ya that it is anonymous so that nobody can track your transaction, nobody can know what you're doing, that ina remain kama it's for the people who are, in lack of a better word, those people who are in the black market. But that's so napatanga most of the people say that crypto is associated with criminals, crypto is associated with people who want to do frauds hizo vitu zote, but yes crypto iko na anonymous yake, but ukiangalia venye crypto iko as venye tumeexplain kwa the blockchain, everyone has the records ya kila kitu inafanyika. So when you want to extract any records ya kila kitu, anything, you just go and extract the record na unaweza ipata from imespreadiwa along the network. So inamaanisha that everyone in the network has the records. It can be extracted easily. So it is ni anonymous but bado si anonymous. Sijui kama hapo tumeelewana. So the other point is that the next point is the same na hiyo. Only application of blockchain is in Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin was the, let's say, lack of a better word, genesis of blockchain, but kuna a lot of cryptocurrencies zimekam na blockchain. Like unaweza pata kuna cryptocurrencies na kuna bado technologies zimebakiwa na blockchain. Kama example ya technologies zimebakiwa na blockchain, we find that we have maybe decentralized social networks. Hiyo ni kama social medias which are decentralized. They don't have a central authority kama Google, venye nasikianga venye most of the people know that Google, Facebook, WhatsApp they're controlled by big corporations, and the big corporation hold the servers which contains all your data. But using blockchain technology, we find that let's say you are using the decentralized social media. The social media the decentralized social media will have everything. Now that the power itakuwa spread among the people run everything. Now that no one has a track of your data. Hakuna mse hautakuwa unaona those pop-up ads zenye kitu uliongea kwa nini yako. Hautakuwa unaona those pop-up ads ya maybe something you spoke. Kama nakumbuka this week nilikuwa naongelea juu ya, I think nilikuwa na share na Teddy akiniambia juu ya Canva. This whole week nimeshinda nikiona tu notifications za Canva in every social media I go. Na kama tungekuwa na a decentralized social media, will not have those notifications ama nini kaizo. All blockchain activities are private in uongo, considering that as tumesoma hapo juu, everyone has a share of the data, so it's not private, it's public, and it's open source to everyone mwenye anataka kugain the data. So, and if you kuna any question, unaweza ziandikanga tu kwa comment section, and we'll be able to answer them after the presentation hapa, before we start the live demo. So the next question we ask ourselves, why invest in crypto? Sorry. Yes, it is. So why invest in crypto? So the first point is about diversification. Diversification, this is the process of allocating capital in a way that reduces the exposure of any particular asset or risk. So the next point is that the common path towards diversification is to reduce risk or volatility of your investing in various assets. So diversification, we find that crypto is diversified in a lot of ways. We have every crypto coin, every crypto coin is backed up by a certain technology, and that technology, we have different types of technology. I think we will share them after, but we find that we have a lot of technology. Okay, sorry. We have a lot of technology behind crypto that we have different types of crypto. Like we can have a crypto which is based on security. We can have a crypto which is based on only transaction, a crypto which is based on keeping records, a crypto which is based, its main purpose is identification of maybe people, everything. So we have a lot of cryptos. Say like right now, I think the number of cryptos that ziko in kwa dunia mzima, they are around 10,000 plus cryptos. Now in those 10,000 plus cryptos, we have a lot of cryptos, different, they're backed up by different technologies, but all those technologies can be summed up into around 5 types. Now which Trezor honor later on of the course. So when you say diversification of cryptos, is that to reduce the risk, assume maybe you can have different cryptos in your portfolio. For example, maybe you can have a crypto which deals with applications. Maybe you can have a crypto which is based on transactions only. You can have a crypto which is based on keeping records and vitu. So as we are studying on cryptos and everything, consider diversification, because when you diversify your portfolio, it will be easier for you to assess it and reduce the risk and volatility of your investment. The next point is that why crypto, we have capital appreciation. This is the increase of the price or value of cryptos. Let me start with an example. Assume something like Bitcoin. The people who invested in Bitcoin earlier on, when it started in around 2008, 2009, those people bought Bitcoin at a very low price, at a very, 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 very low price. Even it was not even reaching around $1, which can evaluate it as 100 bob Kenyan shillings. They bought it at very low prices, and due to the growth na popularity imekuwa nao na the way imeweza kutumika, the price has skyrocketed over the years, that imeweza kugrow, I think ni around 20,000 plus percentage. Na tunaweza ona hiyo kwa the next slide, like you. So as you can see at hapa, maybe the people who bought it maybe at around 20, our charters only from 2013 to around 2017. So the people who bought it at around October 2013, you see that the people bought it at maybe around 100 and maybe $10 even. But as the price imeendelea grow, as it has gained popularity, as it has gained use among people, imeweza kugrow na mpaka around hapa, which is around $1,300. Na ini up to 2017. Na sasa tukiangalia sasa kwa the current market price, I think tukiangalia kwa the current market price, chani confirm 1 minute peke yake. Kwa the current market price, unapata 1 Bitcoin ina go for only 4.89 million. Unaona that imeweza kugrow during that time period, na which ni kutoka 20 year paragraph from 2013. That there are people who bought it when it was low, very low, less than $1. na wameweza ku back in the process which is called maybe holding, it's called holding. Wameweza ku hold for it since that time mpaka sai, na they are reaping the price ya hiyo. I was seeing a video last week of a guy who in 2011, when Bitcoin was less than $1, was telling people to buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. He also he has a YouTube page. He was telling people to buy Bitcoin that time. And currently, right now, he is reaping the fruits of his labor. Sabali, wait on the process. Na tutaweza kuona later on kwa ways of strategies of making sure that your portfolio grows vizuri, na itaweza that your portfolio grows vizuri na utaweza ku reap good fruits in future. So the third one is crypto dividends. For people who are in the stock market, wanajua dividends ni, even Teddy talked about it in the last session. So in crypto, we have several ways of generating dividends. Here, I state only two, but later on in our course, to honor the rest of the ways of earning. But with crypto dividends, you can earn with two ways. So the first one is holding. This one is holding with HODL, not the other way around yenye tumezoea. Na inamaanishanga hold on to your dear life. Holding, this is a way of just buying the crypto and maybe letting it be. Unainunua sai, unachana now for a couple of years. Depends on your strategy, but depending on the strategy, maybe it's short-term or a long-term goal, but you buy a crypto at this particular time and then holding on it for a period of time, and then after maybe that period of time, maybe you cash it out or you invest in other places. That's one way of earning now, which from your graph. Assume you bought it equal 2013. In 2017, maybe you decided to sell it. You could sell it na ingekuwa maybe 10x what you had invested. The other way of earning from crypto, we have a proof of stake. This is called, in a better word, in every crypto place you find it, it has been written that it is kwa any crypto platform imekolewa as staking. Staking, this is putting aside your coins. This is putting aside your coins that it will not be used in the network, and as you stake, you gain profits with it. That's another way. So unaona, as any comparing to other investment platforms, like assume stocks, they do it on some FOE. Assume you're doing stocks, you cannot stake your stock. You cannot stake your stock, like, or put it aside and then you read the benefits. Itatumika kama holding kwa most of the platform, but in crypto unaweza pata you can hold na bado, you can hold and you can also stake the same coin and earn your profit. So crypto has its own various types of risk. And the first crypto risk unapatananga now ni the crypto hype risk. You find a lot of people that you find, like nowadays, assume you go into social media, you see a lot of people telling you that you can earn more with crypto. You can buy big cars. Sijui kama the pyramid scheme ones, you can buy these lands, you can buy these cars, you can have this beautiful home. Unapata there's a lot of hype around crypto that a lot of people wanaingia blindly into the market, not knowing how its own fair risks. So the best way ya ku avoid those risks ni avoid the hype. Now, avoid the hype. The next one is avoid buying into the FOMO. I'm a fear of missing out. You have gotten into the market due to maybe the peer pressure, the social media now, without knowing what you are getting into, without understanding maybe the coin, not understanding the technology behind it. You just go and buy it. Avoid that, kabisa. The next one is research and get knowledge about the crypto that you're interested in. Kwenye ndashinda nikiemphasize in our lesson that we should always do our research very well. Like every crypto, let me use an example. Like if you want to go into Bitcoin and to buy Bitcoin, the first thing you need to go and do is read its white paper. The white paper is a summary of what the crypto that you're buying in a fire, the technology behind it, the technology behind it, its application, and its purpose. Because every crypto icon its purpose. Like for Bitcoin, its purpose it's a store of value coin. It's a digital gold. Venye watu wanasemanga kuna venye tunasemanga kuna reserve ya government yenye imeweka ya gold yenye inatuonesha value of the pesa yetu tuko nayo. Bitcoin is a digital gold kwa sababu it is a store value coin. So you need to go and read the white paper for any coin you need to go and read the white paper for any coin you want to invest in, and after reading the white paper, angalia venye inafanya, understand the way it's work before you start investing. So the first thing you need to confirm, understand the working before investing. The next one is be patient. A lot of people wameingizwa na the hype. They know it's a quick get rich quick scheme that you go buy that right now, and then after a few days, a few hours, a few months, you go and sell and get the cash that you want. But as venye companies na grow, as venye assume you want to invest in a stock in a grow, that you will buy maybe a company right now, maybe say inaendelea kigrow polepole, umebuy you have bought it at a very when it in its early stages, and then after a period of time you see the company growing polepole. And a lot of people tell you to get into crypto, but they don't tell you to be patient, because a lot of people tell you to get into crypto, but they don't explain to you the volatility part of it, which tutaona mbele, that kuna times utaamka upate the market is quite red. For the people who have been wamekuwa observe crypto, like for the last 1 month or 2 months, I think for the last around since December, January kiasi, imekuwa red week for crypto. Na juu volatility yake, kuna times unapatanga umeamka and then your portfolio reads red, and then hapo unaanza kupanic kwa sababu ya maybe uliingia juu ya FOMO, uliingia ukasikia lack of a better word, ulikuwa ile time yenye watu wengi walikuwa na hype kina Shiba, ukaingia hapo kabai, ukaenda into your wallet ukabai crypto saa mbio ukabai, ukajua kesho I'm going to report very well. Alafu unapata the next day after umebuy hivyo, unapata people dumped the coin quite early in the morning before you wake up. Then after that unaanza kujiuliza, wow, what did I get myself into? So the best thing to do in crypto is that after studying well and maybe investing in a certain crypto, you need to be patient with everything that you do. Patience is key. Hata scripture bado inatuambia good things come to those who wait. Na bado hata ukiendelea kusoma, patience is a virtue a lot of benefits. So you need to be patient. And the last thing is that develop a strategy. As you get into crypto, don't get into crypto due hype. Minishing into crypto due hype. I can give you an example. Kama last year around January, hii coin inaitwa Shiba Inu. Niliingia into it and invested some good amount of money. Then hiyo time haikuwa imegrow. Then kuna time ilikuwa na hype yake. During its hype, ikagrow in value vizuri. Ikagrow in value. Hiyo time mimi siko cash out. Nilisema acha tufanye nini? Acha tu invest more. Invested more. Then last year, I think it was May, a certain investor, ama anaitangwa Wells, decided to sell karibu half his portfolio. Selling half its portfolio, ikafanya market reduced by around half the price yenye ilikuwa at your time. After I drop it to your value, hapo ndo chaos ya kila kitu ilianza. The coin yenye nilikuwa nimehold vizuri ili lose its value by around 3/4 of it. Nikabakia na around quarter ya my investment ilibakia. Na hapo nilifeel fala kwa sababu during your time ya hype, I continue buying more kabla nijisikize nikakuwa emotional sana. Na after that nikaanza kudevelop a strategy ya how to avoid hype kabisa, sababu as you're developing your own strategy, maybe you're a long-term holder or you're a short-term holder. If you're a long-term holder, you look at the coins that you will invest in for the long term. And if you are a short-term holder, utaangalia the coins which you can invest for the shortest period of time and get good returns. So hapo lazima uje-evaluate. Hapo ina come to you as an investor. You need to evaluate yourself and look at your strategy, look at the level of patience that uko nayo, and look at the other thing, that look at how much you're willing to risk ama sengine to invest in. Sababu sengine unaweza invest into a project and then the next time unapata unaingia into that project, unapata maybe the project will fail. So you need to look at you need to develop a good strategy. A good strategy ita come with reading more, understanding the market more. That's where you can develop a good strategy to start with. And then the second thing is security risk. So the first one, you see the security risk, the crypto itself. Let me give you an example. Security risk. You see, sometimes maybe you buy into the project. Like, I will give an example that happened last year. Last year, I think there are a lot of people watched the movie, the series Squid Game. So after the series Squid Game, a group of people decided to develop a coin known as Squid Game. So a lot of people went in, bought the coin, bought the coin, made its price go up quite high. Then the next day, after a period of time, the people who are the largest stakes in the coin, they are called the whales. They decided to dump the coin. Dumping the coin meaning they cash out, because they were the ones who had the largest stake in the coin. Like, they were the ones who controlled the coin, because we said that the crypto is based on decentralization. But if you find that a coin has the 50% or the 51% is owned by the company which developed the coin, that means that coin is not decentralized. It's a coin which is controlled by a company which is the central authority. So the coin, it was the Squid Game coin, ilikuwa the people who are the largest stakes or the whales or your company, which they are or had the largest stakes. So one day when they decided to cash out, even people did not expect it because the coin was performing very good. When they cashed out, the next day when people are looking into their portfolios, they found that the investment of the coin that they bought into was zero. It has no value. You have a lot of coins, but they have no value. And that's a risk on its own. The next one, it's the crypto exchange platforms. For people who want to get into cryptos, most people opt to go into these later on in the course. Most people go into using, they're called hot wallets. Hot wallets meaning that we have a decentralized exchange platform, let's say Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, which you go and buy crypto from them, which is which you buy crypto from them, and then maybe someday you lack of a better word, you go into you want to buy crypto, and then unachukua a very shaky exchange platforms, and then you find maybe the exchange platform is hacked. Just because kuna a lot of working happening, ama your exchange platform close due to maybe it has maybe a debt ama vitu kaa hizo, imelemewa kurudishia customers what they invested in. So as you want to start into crypto, look for the best exchange platforms. Look for the best exchange platforms which have good rates and which have a very strong community surrounding it. Then the other security risk, it's your own wallet. Your own wallet meaning that where you store your crypto. Crypto can be stored in, you can store it in your exchange platform. You can store it either in a cold wallet. A cold wallet, it's a hardware that you are able to store your crypto. It's like a flash disk and hard disk that you can store your crypto coins, everything, all the data you may couple. And sometimes your hard wallet can be prone to maybe misplacing it. Kama I saw an example of a person who mined Bitcoin at its early stages, and he had a lot of coins in his hardware yake ilikuwa in hard disk. So when he lost his portfolio, he lost his hard disk. He lost his hard disk quite early. Then I think from last year, but as crypto was continuing to grow, the value of the Bitcoin he had mined grow very well, that when he started calculating it, it was coming into millions of US dollars. And so he started a project of looking for his hard disk right there. And he went into a lot of trash cans, litter places, to look if he can be able to find his hard disk. Na hapo hakuweza kupata his, bado still now he's looking for the hardware. Na hiyo ni ilikuwa one of the most alifeel vibaya lack of a better word. Na sometimes unaweza kuwa your wallet can be a very risky place saa zingine, kama saa zingine inakuwa prone to hacking. For example, pia hiyo nili experience first hand this time from another person's perspective. In 2018 nilikuwa nimebuy some cryptos, nimeiweka kwa wallet yangu. Kwanza I remember very well, it was I wanted to cash out time ya birthday yangu June, ilikuwa 1 week to my birthday. And then 1 week to my birthday I find out that my local Bitcoin account imehakiwa, kwa sababu hiyo time nilikuwa na the tendency of putting my one password in every account that I have. So that time, after hiyo time niliweza kupata nimepoteza a person went into my wallet. I think he knew my password from my logins from different places, and transferred all the cash that I had. Na kwa crypto hakunanga reverse kama M-Pesa. So when the transaction is made, it's valid na hivyo ndio imeishia. So you should be quite sure na your account that unaweka your credential well. But these days most of the trading platforms may put a lot of security, two-factor authentication, face recognition, that always make any transaction without you as the owner being there. So the third one is volatility risk. Sometimes you can find the market is very volatile. Like volatility of your crypto, it's very high compared to something like stocks, some forex, it's very high. Sometimes you can wake up and find the market has gone maybe 10% down. So ingine inaweza kuwa higher kuliko hiyo. Unapata in a week ilianzia na 10%, the next day imeenda 11, inaenda ikigrow saa zingine. Zingine unapatanga due to a number of reasons. Unapata market inaanza tu kudrop, ikianza kudrop inaendelea drop. Zingine the volatility risk inaweza kaa for some months, but inakanga for some months. So for people wenye crypto sana wataangalia that the volatility risk zingine inakonga double-edged sword, that inaweza kuumiza if you are holding on to a lot, inaweza cut your portfolio vibaya. Na zingine inaweza kuwa a great time to build on a portfolio, like the best time to buy. Nasemanga hii ni discounts tumepata kwa crypto. Like December, during the December holiday, the Christmas holiday, a lot of cryptos, the market was quite volatile at time. A lot of cryptos zilikuwa zimepungua na percentage yake, unapata ni 11-12% hapo, around that range. So for us people tulikuwa naona hii ni a Christmas present for us, kwa sababu tulikuwa naona hii ni time ya kubuy more. The other risk yenye tunapatanga nao ni liquidation risk. Hii ni hapa this is a risk of you not be able to liquidate your investment in at a reasonable price at a reasonable time. Hii inakuanga very risky, especially kama unafanya trading. Maybe uliona at a very good price, alafu the price in slash. Kuna risk hiyo. Then the last risk is vanishing risk. Nimewaambia story na kitu ka Squid Game. Unapatanga sengine ya crypto imeenda unapotea. So before entering into a project or investing into a project, you need to learn the crypto quite well. Usiwahi kuwa the people when you're getting into a lot of cryptos ama nini. Do a good market research, know the best cryptos to buy into, and then after that buy the crypto. Then so easy. Kuna regulation risk. Due to venye crypto inanga the central authority, unapatanga kuna a lot of people who try to regulate it, na regulations zake lack of regulations inakonga sengine pia double-edged sword, kwa sababu kuna time it affect the market either positively or negatively. So na hata zingine msome due to time. And then the next one is taxes. Sahi kuna a lot of countries imeanza ku impose taxes on crypto. Crypto kitambo haiko inaonekana kama ni a good investment, but the government zimeweza kuona venye people are profiting from cryptos and they have started taxing cryptos. Yeah. So unaweza pata taxes zako umeanza kupata capital gain taxes zako as trade crypto, vitu kama hizo. Then tunaingia sasa kwa type of cryptos. Kuna a lot of types. Kuna types of cryptos based on different things when nilikuwa naambia saa zile. Unapata kama ya kwanza tunapata hapa ni a major the stack of cryptos depending on the market cap yake, yani ya kwanza. Kasa ukiangalia the leadings zime lead kwa market caps, unapata ni cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Solana, Dogecoin. Hizo ndio zime lead the market. So kuna type of cryptos depend on based on market cap. Then the second part ni types of cryptos dependent on transactions. Hii hapa ni cryptos zenye zimetengenezwa basically for transaction for goods and services. Hapo unapata something like Bitcoin and maybe Litecoin. Then kuna types of cryptos dependent on the platforms. Hizi ni zimetengenezwa to eliminate the middleman and create markets. For a good example for this ni a coin known as Ethereum. Ethereum is Ethereum, it's a backbone of every future applications zinatengenezwa sahi. A lot of things may build on the Ethereum network. Ina make it inakuwa na more value. Inakuwa na more value, and that as more platforms in a build on Ethereum inaendelea ku grow in value. Ndio maana sasa unapata Ethereum ndio the second crypto kwa the market cap. Then kuna cryptos zimebuildiwa on the basis of privacy, na hizo unapata ni example ni Monero, Zcash and Dash. Hizo utazipata kwa nini zako. Then the last part ni application specific cryptos. Hiyo unapatanga hizi zimetengenezwa to meet a certain need kwa society, kama VeChain, IOTA, Cardano. So unapatanga before buying into cryptos, unapatanga unaangalia venye crypto portfolio yako ta specify, like you can take each from you can invest in every platform iko hapa. Itakusaidia ku diversify ya portfolio kwa sababu utakuwa umekata across everything. Then the next one, how to earn from crypto. Nilikuwa namwambia from hiyo crypto unaweza earn in several ways, nimeandika hapa kadhaa. So ya kwanza tuliongelea holding. Hapa ni buying and holding on it for a certain period of time and maybe cashing out when the time is ready. The second part is staking, which is based on proof of staking. Hapa ni putting aside your crypto that itaweza kutumika with the network so that you can gain profits. The third one is mining, which a lot of people wenye umesikianga. Mining hapa ni contribute this is when a person contributes their computer resources to store and validate transaction kwa the network. A lot of coins ziko na like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ethereum ziko na a lot of mining. So hapa ni wenye watu wanatumia their machines zao ku store na ku validate transaction. Hapo ndio proof of work inaingilia, ile tulikuwa tunaongelea pale kwa blockchain technology, validation na storing of the data. And then the next one ni trading. Unaweza trade from specific accounts. Hii ni buying and selling of coins via an exchange, na hii hapo unaweza fanya using two accounts. Using the first account you use is a CXE account. Hii hapa ni a centralized exchange platform, ama DEX account. A DEX account ni a decentralized exchange platforms. A CEX account ni kama, for example, ni an account yenye iko based on, acha nitumie example ya Kenya yenye iko Kenya. Sijui kama watu wangapi wanajua FX Pesa. FX Pesa is a centralized exchange platform yenye watu wanaweza buy, ama the Nairobi Stocks Exchange market, vitu kama hizo. Then we come to the DEX account. Hizi ni decentralized platform. Hizi zimebuildiwa on the basis of crypto, which is decentralization. Na hapo unapatanga kuna a lot of accounts kama unapatanga kama kuna Binance, kuna KuCoin, kuna blockchain, kuna Coinbase. As in, there is a lot of decentralized exchanges. Hapo ndio maana nilikuwa naambia, when you are looking for a decentralized exchange, you need to look at a trusted and a valid decentralized exchange. Then there is the last one, kuna airdrops. Airdrops are marketing tools that could result in free tokens delivery. Hii hapa ni assume you're holding onto a coin, and the coin that you're holding onto has a new maybe a new coin ama something new kwa network yao. So you are the first people wenye mtapata hizo coins, mtapata in your accounts zinatumwa ni ka dividends ina layman's language. Unapata umetumiwa a stake of the coin yenye ina come to the market, na inakuwa best way ya ku market the coin na ku making it scalable vizuri. Na kama example ya coin yenye nimeona tunapata iko na a lot of airdrops. Kuna coin inaitwa Ripple. Kuna a lot of coins built on Ripple network. So if you're holding on to Ripple, utapata a lot of free airdrops. Then kuna coin kama Tron. Nimekuwa nikihold on to Tron, nimepata some airdrops zao. Walikuwa na airdrops za a coin which inakuja to the market, na the people who are investing in the coin napatanga the coin ikuwa at its prime price, like ikuwa singara unapatanga coin iko zero, bado ijaanza kutumika. As inaendelea kutumika, the value inaendelea kugrow, so nyinyi mnaendelea kupata more cash kwa wenye hold on to the main coin. So the last part nikimalizia ni that we have the crypto wallets. Kuna a lot of crypto wallets. Nimezi summarize na hii picture. Kuna a lot of crypto wallets. Kuna ya kwanza, kuna software, kuna online, na kuna hardware, na kuna paper. Paper ni sale umechukua nini? Umechukua your hash, umeandika chini vizuri that haiwezi ibiwa ama haiwezi fanywa kitu yoyote, but iko prone kwa other factors, external factors, kama haiwezi hakiwa lakini inaweza ibiwa physically ama iharibike ama ifanywe. Iko na a lot of risk towards it, na inakuwa inconvenience kwa making transaction. Hardware wallet ni the quite safe. Hizo ni zile like flash disk ama hard disk. Utapata kuna companies zime specialize in creating hardware wallets kama Ledger. Ledger is quite a good company and create good hardware wallets. Unaweza weka pin, unaweza weka security nzuri, unaweza weka phrase yako ya crypto, na your coin haitaipotea ama haitaifanya nini, but iko prone to assume misplace the wallet, hapo inakuwa shida, but hizi hakiwa. The other risk nayo ni that you can't use it for POS ama proof of stake. Huwezi tumia for staking. Kama sai kwa wase wenye wana hold on to Ethereum, kuna Ethereum 2.2 inakuja, imekuwa ikikuja, na that kama umekuwa hold on to your coin kwa wallet, you can't use it for proof of stake yako. Utapata only the benefits ya holding peke yake. And kuna the last two ones ni software. The software hizi ni software unapata ni kama akina Binance ama blockchain that unaweza tumia for staking, ama unaweza tumia for in allow minting your coins and new coins. Then tukimalizia, the best one naweza advice ni that as you want to start into crypto, anza na software. It's easy to manage na easy to work with. But as unaendelea ku gain more profits, as you want to gain more profit, as unaendelea ku gain more profits, ikwange advisable uache kwa software ama wallet. Ni vizuri transfer the holdings zenye uko nazo to a cold wallet for better security, na that hapo itaendelea ku gain value yake, kwa sababu hata ukiweka, let me use an example for this file. Tuseme ni ledger yangu, assume niweke say 1 bitcoin. The 1 bitcoin nimeweka hapa, assume nimeweka bitcoin kwa 100 bob. Assume nichukue another day nipate grow in value. The next time the value yenye niliingia na 100 bob, but ndio nimeendelea ku hold to it. As nikirudisha yangu kwa wallet yangu, the value of the Bitcoin itakuwa inaendanisha na the value of the market. So inaendelea ku remain kama ilikuwa 1 inaendelea ku remain 1, but it value inaendelea ki grow exponentially, ama asio market imeenda vibaya ita drop exponentially venye imeenda. And I think nilikuwa nimeelezea hapa about the centralized crypto exchanges na decentralized crypto exchanges, na hizi na kuna that one which ni hybrid, which is a combination of those the two exchanges. Then the last part before tuende kwa presentation ni example of DEX. Unapata kuna easy na bado kuna lot zenye sijasema, kuna lot zenye ziko kwa market. So mimi nimeangalia the best ones zenye unaweza start with, na the best one that you can grow with as you go with time. Then so before to start with before going, naweza ask if kuna any questions. Si kwa hapo kama kuna any questions ama kuna place ungetaka clarification before tuende kwa maybe the live demo ndio tuweze kusonga. Siko sure kuna questions.
Kunazo on the chat.
Oh, yeah.
There are 3 questions.
The first one is the first one nimepata ni could you advise on some good exchange platforms and safe wallets? For me, if ningeadvisiwa, the ones which I started with nilianzia na local Bitcoin account, sijaka kwa list bado. Nilianzia na local Bitcoin account. As niliendelea kugrow, opt to go with Coinbase. Hiyo ilikuwa the second one. Coinbase, reason being ni kwa sababu Coinbase iko na security yake ilikuwa nzuri hiyo time. Security yake iko nzuri, but the downside ya Coinbase ni that transactions zangu nilikuwa natumia using the bank. Na basis ya crypto ni tunaangalianga ni that najaribu ku make it as decentralized as possible, that using of banks inafanya inakuwa ni more centralization kwa sababu bank ndio ni ka broker wangu. But so hapo ndio nikaacha kutumia Coinbase kwa sababu all the transaction ninge make na banks zingine unaanza kuuliza a lot of questions ya how you earn na hizo vitu zote. Sijui kama umeona the ya central siku hizi ukimake transactions zingine kwa bank unaulizangu. That's why niliopt kutoka kwa niliopt kutumianga Coinbase kwa huge transactions zenye zinahitaji kutumia banks, but nika opt for Binance. Binance ni very convenient for people who are living in Kenya, na pia KuCoin pia ni convenient, but ninge opt for Binance. Reason why Binance ni kwa sababu Binance ni easy to start with. Unaweza start with very low amount of money, like unaweza anzia for Coinbase ndio fanya transaction. The last time nikiacha lazima ungekuwa na around 1600 kwa your account ndio uweze kumake transaction, ama less ama higher amount. Siko sure kama sasa wamechange, but Binance kasa inaweza assume niko na as low as 1000 bob ama $10 inaweza make transaction virahisi. Ama saa zingine unaweza taka ku grow polepole, wewe msewa una stack polepole, wewe msewa mwenye acha lack of a better word, you're a hustler. Unaendelea kupata the 100 bob you get, the 200 bob you get. Binance ni very convenient kwa sababu unaweza tumia M-Pesa with Binance. That's why na mi kwangu ninge opt for Binance for people wenye wanaanza. As unaendelea ku grow, utaenda kupata utaweza kutumia other platforms zinakusaidia. Now advantage of Binance ndio kwangu naweza sema ni the second best after Coinbase, but Coinbase inatumika na most people who live in the States. Binance imetengenezwa for all people around the world. Kuna aina mingi kama za hiyo ingine. The second part, please could you re-explain the proof of stake ama PSO as a crypto dividends. So PSO ama proof of stake. Proof of stake, nimerudi kwa nyuma. So proof of stake ni iko based on putting proof of stake is based on the process of putting your crypto aside, imetolewa kwa the network that itaweza imewekwa kando that for the so that the network inaweza kuwa na better faster transactions. Zingine inakwanga a good way of in putting aside your crypto like umeka kwa vault so that kukuwe na easier congestion kwa sababu nini yako sawa. Hiyo imechukua a coin that umeweka kwa vault na that umeweza niko kwa vault ina make room for other faster transaction kwa hiyo network yako, so inakuwa easier to grow the network rahisi. So after the network as the network is continuing to grow, kwa sababu wewe umeweka yako kando, as the network inaendelea ku grow na iweze kubuildiwa, unapata that as time unaendelea ukiweka tu hapo as una make ni kama inaendelea ku make faster transaction, unapata that as unaendelea kuiacha hapo for long, unaendelea ku gain profits polepole, inaendelea gain profits polepole as it's as a proof of stake. Hiyo ni kama just putting it aside and let other zifanye kazi. That's how you get profit. Bado ni tofauti na holding kwa sababu holding your coin is still on the network but it's still on the network but inaendelea ku grow value. So if you approve your coin, umetumia your coin kwa holding na proof of stake, utapata that una gain good profits kwa sababu unatumia two methods to kill one. Jikome umelewa. Then alafu kuna question muulizo ya how is mining done. Mining is done from narudisha nyuma kwenye mining nilikuwa nimeelezea. Ndio hapo. So mining, this is when you as the individual ama people ama the community iko around you, when they use their machines to store and validate data. When the data is validated, people are when the data is validated by the machines, people get rewarded in the network. Then the reward that you get in the network, you're rewarded in the coin that maybe you're storing and validating. Assume you're mining Bitcoin. Maybe you have a good machine. You have a good fast machine. Yenye unaweza set aside au tumia hata. You can use it and put it in a network. Unaweza weka it as an individual ama unaweza weka into a pool of network. A pool of network is when you find other people who want or mining, that you combine all your computation na hizo machines zote to store and validate the transaction faster than other machines, because the network rewards the people who stores and validate transaction faster. So when you are in a pool, assume your pool, the pool that you are in is the pool that computes all the records faster. Unapatanga that the pool that you're in is the one who's getting the reward. And then you are in a pool, the reward that you get, it's split among the people who are in the pool. But when you are as an individual, as an individual, you get that as you validate and store the data faster, you get the reward the reward by the network, una share it alone. But the best thing kama unataka kufanya mining, I will advise you to go into a pool. A pool is faster na better ku earn than ukiwa peke yako. Then another question. Kunauliza, so kuna some other questions, the two questions. So how best can you tell if an exchange platform has a strong community around it? Venye nilikuwa nasema that as you are getting into crypto, looking into a crypto, into a coin, into an exchange, you need to look at the backing of the community. Strong communities ni people who believe in the project. Like for Binance, it has a strong community. It has a strong community in Africa, Asia, Africa, Middle East, Middle East, na some parts of Asia. An exchange like Coinbase, it has a strong community in the United States. So when you're looking into a exchange platform, the best exchange platform, you need to look at which community iko nayo. Like for assume you're using Binance, you like to use Binance as venye watu napenda kutumia Binance in Africa ama Kenya, unapatanga that it has a Binance imetengenezwa na an ecosystem yenye ina surround Africa vizuri, like ni friendly kwa the people. I'm not promoting Binance, but mi kwangu ni venye na preferring Binance kwa sababu it's easier for even beginners to start with. Na inaweza jibu the next question tumeulizwa na will you recommend FX Pesa as a for beginner? For beginners, siwezi recommend FX Pesa. Reason being ni kwa sababu hii ina work under centralized crypto exchange platforms. Na reason mbona nasema hivyo ni kwa sababu nimework with FX Pesa. And we find that when you want to buy into a crypto, it's not direct. You need first to call your broker. Then your broker buys the new you want. Na hapo ndo maana siwezi recommend hiyo. I think the last question. Can you expound on NFTs? For beginners, can you make NFTs as part of our part of a program level, but naweza expand kidogo tu. But hii hapa ninge recommend ama ninge request that after the session kuna communities zetu kwa nazo, kuna ya Telegram ama Discord, tutatuma links zenye tunaweza tunaendelea na the conversation talking about the NFTs na any crypto question yenye uko nayo, straight hata na metaverse, hizo vitu zote tuko na communities zetu tuko nazo. Teddy hata share the links after we finish, so people can join and maybe unaweza uliza question yoyote about NFTs and metaverse. So NFTs ina stand for non-fungible tokens. This is digital, lack of a better word, digital art. As an artist kitambo, when assume you are a musician, unaweza chora paintings kaza Mona Lisa, hizo vitu zote ulikuwa unapata unaiweka, but your platform ya kubuy iko only limited to the people around, most of the time ulikuwa unapata that iko na a lot of brokers around it, so that you as the artist getting to your market was quite hard. but using NFTs, you're able to reach your audience quite easily. That you're able to, kama mimi niko na art, ama mimi ni musician, I can record my music, I can draw my painting vizuri, but digital art. And then after that, maybe I put it in a, maybe I put it kwa nini kama OpenSea, kwa site like OpenSea. OpenSea is one of the best sites za buy NFTs na kusell NFTs. So when you put it in an NFT, you are able to get into to reach your audience quite easily. Na hapo wanaweza buy your music, wanaweza buy your art at the price yenye umeset hapo, ama the price yenye wako willing to buy it, ama the price that umeweka i bid for. Inakuanga a good platform for artists, for mwenye ako interested in, hata hapa kama kwa our meeting kuna maybe an artist, DJ, musician, msi ako na podcast nzuri, as in any digital art, any digital work yenye uko nazo, unaweza itumia vizuri kuuza kama NFT na uweze ku earn money. Ini njia ya kubreak monotony ya kusema that in art hakunanga pesa, but NFTs inakaa kubreak hiyo na giving the artist the freedom ya kufanya their job and earn directly. Siko shaka kuna another question. Kiendelea. So, hakuna another question. Ninge request that tuende kwa the live demo. Na kama uko na swali yoyote kwa the live demo unaweza uliza, don't feel shy. Na I think na stop hii recording ya hii so that naweza share the live demo with my phone. Kiasi. So kiasi. Kiasi. So, kiasi. Niki accepting hizi nini, mnaweza ulizanga any question yenye uko nayo. So yeah, so if you want to start into crypto, naweza ingia, then go to hiyo. So mimi zangu nakonga nimezimark hivyo, nimeweka kwa nini portfolio. Reason why niko na hizi zote na like naweza explain kwa kila kitu. Like authenticator number 1 na number 2, hiyo inanisaidia kwa verification ya Binance. Nilikuwa nawaambia security of your own wallet. You need to secure your own wallet vizuri, na two factor verification nikitumia Google Authenticator ama Binance Authenticator inanisaidia sana ku-verify sale anafanya login zangu. Na Binance ndio platform mimi na prefer kutumia, but kuna other platform kwa nini yangu, kama unaona kuna crypto.com ama kuna KuCoin. Na the next one ni coin market stats. Ini ya kuangalia statistic ya coin venye zina behave na how naweza invest into which coin. Coin call na coin market zote ni za kuangalia, zote ni za kufanya tu ni ku make sure that naingia into the market vizuri, naweza pata. Na nimeshinda nikisema that you need to learn the project vizuri. So before investing into a project, na assume nataka kuingia tu nijue the latest projects ziko, naweza ingia kwa coin market call. After nimeingia kwa coin market call, niangalie the trending. Maybe naweza angalia the trending, ama sikoshoka inafungua vizuri sahi, but unaweza ipata kwa sorry kuna echo.
ina sound ngoma.
Cliff, atusikii.
Sorry.
So maybe unaweza tumia phone ama unaweza tumia phone.
Naangalia kama niko na sijui kama imenyamaza. Oh, sorry. Sai. Kiasi tu.
Unaweza tumia phone and then you mute the mic.
Siko sure kama unanisikia vizuri, kwa sawa?
Iko sawa.
Sawa. So naweza come kwa nini? Kwa coin market. I think explain. Naweza come niangalia a project like A4 Finance wako na stake eneo which inaanzia kesho. Naweza enda nifanya more research on it nione kama naweza earn vizuri ama naweza kosa. Naweza kuja niangalie coin kama Stellar wako na airdrops za coin yao. Unakumbuka airdrops niliwaambia ni kama a digital way coins to market their digital way of marketing their coins, na watakupatia free coins for the people who are in the network. Ama nakuja niangalie kama kuna one ama Harmony wako na trustless Ethereum bridge yao ini ya kuweza kucross between networks. Naweza soma which inaanzia on the 14th. Siku ya mapenzi wanataka ku bring love kwa crypto zote. Wanataka nini, naweza kuja niangalie kama naweza earn from here ama nikuje niangalie solo which wako solo. Naweza kuja niangalia kama ya 20th which I think ni around next week, wako na XRP wana airdrop ya solo vitu nini hizo. So unaweza angalia dependent on you. Mimi kwangu inanisaidia sana kujua the project which I can invest in. Crypto.com ni kubuy cryptos ni kama Binance. FXS ni the same tu bado, na investing zote ni za kustudy. So napata hata kwa ini yangu yote mingi ni za kustudy. Study a lot. After studying a lot, buy into the crypto that you want to get into. Then after hapo kuna MetaMask ni hapa ndo nasikianga anonymous ya crypto inakuja kwa sababu MetaMask inanisaidia kubuy cryptos kwa ni cross network. Naweza buy from any place nataka without creating the verification, without creating account zile za account yenye nahitaji kuverify hizo vitu zote. So naweza buy ama niko na coin yenye haiko maybe kwa Binance ama kwa KuCoin ama kwa Crypto.com na nataka kuinvest in, naweza enda ni buy from them. And OpenSea ni ya NFTs, kubuy sell NFTs na bado kuangalia saa zingine ni vizuri appreciate ati ya watu maybe ukilipia nini zingine. So let's go straight into Binance niwaoneshe nini. So nikifungua Binance yangu, sijali, ndafungua account moja lakini password zitachange kidogo. So after nifungue Binance account yangu, napata that Binance iko na a lot of platforms. Na for our classes zitaendelea, ndaweza kuonesha how to earn more kwa Binance kwa sababu Binance iko na a lot of places za ku earn. Like for example, naweza onesha that places za wase wana earning vizuri. Unaona kuna trading, kuna trading unaweza earn trading vizuri. Unaweza fanya trading yako upate pesa kama wewe ni trader mzuri, na unaweza fanya kama wewe si trader unataka anaweza explain kwa earning how to invest in ni sale umeweka maybe a certain amount of money ama certain crypto ina investiwa na the company, inaendelea kigain returns on a daily liquidity farming ni around the same, but hii hapa sorry kwenye maji. Liquidity farming ni ni kuchukua your cryptos ama your holding na kuziweka place zenye zina grow interest, but the good thing about hizi ni zote that interest zote zina grow polepole na ina grow according to the risk factor with it. Kuna unaweka pesa tu, unaweka tu pesa and then after umeweka pesa na gain profit zake. Chanione kama itaonesha. Na gain pesa according to profits yake na dependent on which coin unaweka. So naona ina depend na coin yenye unaweka na duration yenye unaweka. Then kuna chaturudi nyuma, kuna staking which nilikuwa naambia ni kuput ya coin aside from the inatoa from aside kwa network, na unaweza pata profits zake. Then after hapo kuna, let me go back, kuna crypto loans. Crypto loans ni a very interesting project. Ni when you want to, maybe you want to you're holding a lot of coins, or you're holding some coins, and you find a project that you really want to invest in right there right now. So the thing that you do is that unaenda hauzi kila kitu for other platforms. Kama unataka kufanya unataka kubuy a new project, maybe ukawa unafanya stocks na hauna pesa saa hiyo, maybe unaweza enda kuburu kwa mse mwingine, ama uchukue ama borrow ama unaweza uza the stocks that uko nazo and then you borrow, and then the cash you get you buy into it. But crypto inasaidia ni that unaweza chukua, assume you're holding these coins, unaweza kuja utumie hizi coins kama collateral yako. Venye kwa bank ugeenda utumie title deed ya shamba kama collateral, unakuja unatumia nini zako kama collateral, na that unaweza tumia coins zako, unaweza tumia hizi coins zenye uko nazo hapa kama collateral, na inakuwa easier for you get loans for you to invest. Alafu the good thing ni that ukiweka hii hapa crypto loans iko na very small interest rates, na the best thing that the coin that uliingia nazo kama collateral I lose value yake, coin yako ikiendelea ku grow in value, unaweza tumia bado coin yako ikiendelea ku grow in value kama collateral, bado uta gain the profit, na bado coin yenye umebuy during hiyo crypto loan yako ikigrow, bado utaendelea ku gain the profit. So hapo ina depend na wewe. So pool ya mining, that when you put your this is when you put your cash, cash kwa mining ya crypto zama ni kama unalipa wase wengine wafanye mining and then you get the profit. Then Ethereum 2.0 na Polkadot audit, hizi ni zote ni za staking. Dual investment, unaweza invest into several projects, na the last one Binance Vault in holding your coins, so till you get ipate till time yenye utaona ni nzuri kwa kutoa, but bado uta gain profit. So unapata that kutumia Binance kuna a lot of ways za ku earn, na let me kama nikifungua kama hapa unapata kuna a lot of coins. Hii hata nimeweka kwa list yangu ya favorite coins napenda, but ukiangalia kwa hiyo, acha nifungue kwa penye napenda kutumia USDT juu kuna hii Binance coin, Bitcoin, altcoins. Coins zilitengenezwa after Bitcoin zote zinaitangwa altcoins. Kuna USDT, hiyo inaitangwa Tether, Binance BUSDT inaitangwa Binance US dollar, ama na fiat ni coin yoyote nini, hizi ni currency yote. So pesa ya Kenya venye unasemanga niko na pesa ya Kenya, hiyo inaitangwa tu fiat yote. So naweza niangalie penye ziko, unakuja unaangalia, sio me want to buy a certain coin na maybe hauna pesa, au nimeenda side nyingine. Cha kwanza before tuende huko, unapatanga Binance iko na hizi options zote. Kuna spot account, funding account, cross margin account, selected account, USDT, futures, coins, mining, pool, T zote. So any pesa yenye uko nayo assume iko kwa either projects, tuoneshana kwa hizi nini zote. Hii ni overview account yako, assume uende kwa spot. Let's illustrate na Binance Lite. Sawa. Sorry, acha niweke Binance Lite. Ukienda kwa Play Store utapatanga Binance ikuwa ni kaa Binance Lite. So utapata kila kitu ita change venye nakaa. Yeah, Binance Lite inakaa hivyo. So ukifinya kwa Binance Lite utakaa moto uone buy, simu unataka kubuy maybe Bitcoin. Ukitumia hii nini itakupeleka price according to bank. Simu unataka kubuy Bitcoin worth maybe tuseme acha tuanzie na dola ni pesa ngapi? Hii imesema hii ni Juni Bank, lazima uanzie from 2000. Simu nataka kufanya from bank natumia from hiyo. This is the reason why bado niliachanga kutumia Coinbase, kwa sababu Coinbase nilikuwa na buy directly from the bank, but mimi nikitaka kununua kama niko na pesa kidogo, kulima wadogo kama sisi, ndakuja kwa hii. Acha nifungue. Acha tu nieleze na nyingine. Itakuwa rahisi. Mimi naweza elezea that na change nini yako unatumia kwa Binance Pro. Binance Pro iko na more options za ku learn na ku get nini zote. Kwa sababu ukitumia Binance Pro unaweza ona market zote venye zina trend, like nini kwa spot account, kwa futures account na kwa zones za coins zenye zina deal na maybe proof of stake, proof of work, as in coins zenye ziko na nini zote. Nilikwambia kuna a lot of ways za ku earn na coins. Naona hapo kuna coins za nini, metaverse, gaming, storage, as in types of coin depending on what they do. Then maybe kwa trade, hapa ina dependent na kwa yenye nataka ku trade. Kama hapa imeenda kwa polymetric, ku trade futures and then wallet. Assume niko Kenya, nataka ku buy from market ya Kenya, nakuja kwa funding account. Then kwa funding account naweza nunua na options kadhaa, but the best option ya kubuy nayo ni P2P. P2P nikikam kwa P2P network, naweza kama niangalia venye dollar ina behave. Naangalia bei ya dollar in terms of Kenyan shillings. Nimeweka in Kenyan shillings, na naweza angalia method of payment, ni kama ni M-Pesa, Paybill, nini yoyote tu. Kuna a lot of ways za kunini, so wewe unaweza filter out venye unataka, but mimi weka all. Then naangalia dependent on the person. Naweza niangalia kama assume niko na pesa less than, assume niko na around 2000 bob ama 1000 bob ama 500, na kama naangalia mse mwenye ako na a good limit, like nikiingia hapa naweza ona that Safari X ako na limit yake, the least tunaweza buy crypto, naweza buy kwake ni from 29200. na maximum value anaweza kuuzia crypto, maximum amount ya crypto anaweza kuuzia ni 240,000. So ndachana na yeye, akona good price ya kununua crypto, but kuja kwake kwa sababu ya limit yake. Naweza kuja kwa maybe Grace, akona a good but anaanzia na 3,000. Hiyo itakuwa ngumu kwake kwa sababu hatuna hiyo pesa, si ndio? Nikuja kwa Lang'ata. Lang'ata akona nzuri, akona limit nzuri. Kwanza yeye anaangalia wakulima wadogo kama sisi, akona limit nzuri na price pia yake ni nzuri, lakini si nzuri compared to hawa watu wengine. Tunaenda tukiangalia polepole, as unaendelea ku go down the list, tunapata prices zinaendelea zikiongezeka. Zingine unapatanga according dependent on the mfuko yenye uko nayo. Naangalia kasa tumepata mkulima mdogo kama crypto guy akona a good price, akona good price na low limit. Tunaweza anzia kwake kununua from 300 bob. Ndio maana kwa nasema ukitumia Binance inakupatia the freedom ya kubai virahisi. Na tunaweza angalia according to mfuko yako kwenye unasema mfuko wako inakufikia. Unaona ukiendelea go down, unapata the prices zinaendelea ziki increase, limits zina change depending on the merchant when unabai kwake. So like for us, tutakuja tuangalie, tumesema tutabai kwa nani? Tutabai kwa Tycoon na Lang'at. Tuangalie wacha tubai kwa Lang'at. Akona hiyo 0.1, it's a lot. Hata kama ni cents ni a lot. So tuingie kwa Lang'at. Assume nataka kubai crypto worth, assume ni 2100. Assume nataka kubai crypto worth 2100. Na kama assume ni 2100 ama 2k. Kwa nini yetu naonesha ni amount of crypto ndapata ni 17.57 USDT. So ukiangalia kwa due to inflation hizo vitu zote, tunapata that dola yetu siku hizi haiko ile 1000 bob, si $10 due to inflation. Tumepata ka dola yetu tunazoa na 119.55. So tuangalia kwake, tunaweza buy kwake. So tunaambiwa hapa buy at zero fee. Advantage ya Binance, ukitumia Binance network ni that every time you buy, utabuy at at very low, hakutakuwa na prices za transaction. Like nikikutumia ama nitumie through P2P network, hakuna charge nalipishwa, ni zero transaction fee. Ndio advantage ya kutumia Binance network. Ukitufanya na networks, kuna networks zenye ni cheaper vizuri. Kuna networks yenye ni cheapest ni P2P, ni Binance. But ukienda kwa other networks unapata that price ina vary depending on the network. The most expensive network na the most valuable network inakuwa ni Ethereum network. Inakuwa na faster transaction, but gas fee ama transaction fee to gas fee. Unapatanga that the transaction fee ina depend, but the lowest transaction fee kwa Ethereum network for any transaction inakuwa ni around 24. Singine unapatanga depending on the time, unapatanga most of the time inacheza from 2400, but 2400 ikicheza na dependent on the time unabuy. So unapatanga Ethereum, it's a very valuable coin, but ikifika kwa gas fees zake they are quite high, especially for everyone mwenye ana trade. But inakuwa easy to build on Ethereum, but inakuwa na very high gas fees. Hiyo ndio maana watu wengi wapendangi kununua kwa Ethereum network. So tunakuja kwa huyo, tunabuy. Nasema ni buy. Sio nina buy, hope nini itablariwa out after hapa. Sio mnakuja kwa crypto guy. Yeye amenipatia hata ni method of payment na pay through paybill. So na pay through paybill, so ndakuja assume nimepata paybill nini yake, ni copy. At least tumepata mwenye hana. So ndakuja kwa maybe my M-Pesa app. Nikuje niende kwa paybill, ni enter, then after hapo nikuje kwa clipboard yangu. Tumeona nini yetu ni clipboard yangu, nikuje tumeona hii ndio paybill yetu, alafu tuende kwa account yetu. Account yetu tumeona ni hii, then after hapo ni hivyo, then tuweke 2100 yenye tumesema kwa nini yetu, usiweke mob, ulisema ni hiyo niko nayo, but unaweza weka amount yenye umeweka. So tumeona limit yake, so tumeona hii limit kuna 0 fees. Tumepata bahati my guys. So nika hapa tafadhali ndazima screen share kidogo juu ya pin ya M-Pesa security, but after hapo ndarudisha. And tumelipa, I think. So after tumelipa, tunarudi kwa Binance, tunasema that tumetransfer the amount na tunagojea. So tumeambiwa tunaweza gojea dependent on the merchant. Tumeambiwa the transaction inafaa kukua by hiyo saa yote, by 70 minutes kienda sana, but tumeambiwa nini yote kikata, tuna contactingi nini the merchant mwenye ametuzia, assume kama yuko mbali anatutumia, na after ameshatuma kusho kama bado imeingia. So tumeona kwa account yetu imeweza kutuma. Tarudi kwa Binance account yetu, tuangalie. After tumeshaangalia the amount of cash ametutumia, inafaa kuja kwa wallet yetu, itakuja kwa funding account, but sasa juu bado hajatuma na receive message from Binance. Akishatuma tuonyesha the value of crypto imeingia, na tatugojea kidogo, na tukigojea kidogo naweza jibu maswali kadhaa.
Kuna maswali mbili. Shadrack na Ian.
Shadrack na Ian. So how much did you earn from last year approximately? Watu wanauliza maswali personal sana. But nikiangalia from nini za account zetu, naweza sema the approximate value, but jo iko naongelea in terms of commas, iko na koma moja. Si koma moja, koma mbili in terms of Kenyan shillings. Reason mbona kusemange value ni kwa sababu watu wengine wataingia juu ya hype ya maybe asikie anini MC, alafu akose juu hajui knowledge yenye uko nayo ama kitu something like that, come to your nini, ataingia na ile notion ulimwambia the exact amount, alafu aseme mbona nikiinvest sikupata the same amount ama returns kama za huyo, vitu kaizo. That's the reason mbona tusemange amount, but but ndasema tuna commas, iko na commas tu mbili in Kenyan shillings, koma moja in USD. The other question ni what about Coinbase app? Can you use it? For this demonstration tutatumia Binance, but for ukiingia into our communities tutakuonesha transact ama kufanya nini na transact using Coinbase. Ni easy na ni easy use from it. Na tukiangalia from our nini, tumepatanga that our order imeingia. Tumepata that our order imeingia Binance, na hiyo nafaa kwenda kuangalia kwa wallet yangu imeingia. Yeah. See? Nimepata na price yetu naona ina vary according to time tumebuy the US dollars. Tulibuy 21 but time yenye tumepata bei yenye tumepata nao dollar ilikuwa bit high, so tumeweza kupata only 17. Naona price according to the market price. The market price yetu ya USD ni think ni 100 dogo, tuangalie bei yetu. I think ni around 111. I think ni 111 tukiangalia kwa market cap yetu ya US dollars. Yeah. Market nini yetu ya US dollars ni 113.44. Ndio maana tumeona tuko na that nini imechange. So nimeshapata pesa ya kwanza. So nimeshapata pesa kwa my funding account. So ndio mimi niweze kufanya transaction yoyote, ama kwenda kubuy cryptos kwa the market. Ukienda kwa the market, assume nataka kubuy Polymatric inaona ina buy at hiyo price. Assume nimekuwa nimestudy Matrix juu kusema kweli nimekuwa nikistudy kwa iko na good returns na iko na good technology behind it, na imeweza kugrow vizuri kutoka time yenye nilijua nini some few months ago. Tuangalie reason why nasemanga do your research well, ni kwa sababu ukido your research well to understand the projects that you want to get into. Tunaweza tuangalie kwa coin market cap, tuangalie kwa assume nataka Matic wapi yeye hapa. Na ndio hii. So tukikam kwa hii tunapata that kama leo all time high yake ilikuwa ni 262, nini yake ilikuwa ni 240. Unapata nini yake ni ukiangalia kwa low time yake ilikuwa ni 248, but ukiangalia in terms of 30 days, na 30 days ilikuwa the low ni best yake. Kuna time ilifika all time high yake ya 331, alafu kuna time ilikuwa kwa low yake ilikuwa ni poleni WhatsApp messages. Time ilikuwa low yake ilikuwa ni 217, but ukiangalia in terms of long term, kama ulibuy a year ago, ukibuy Matic iko 3 bob, na ungeweza assume ungehold. Ndio maana nilikuwa nasema patience ni key. Sio ungeamua hold up to all time high yake ilifika ni 331, na ukiangalia hiyo ni how many x, hiyo ni kama 10, hiyo ni 10, hiyo ni 100x kutoka time yenye ilibaiwa, time yenye ilianzi nini 1 year ago. Na assume nimekuwa nikiangalia coin for long, nakuja tu kwa nini yangu. So ndakuja kwa transfer. So nda transfer from funding account to spot wallet. Then after hapo niseme nimebuy USDT. So niseme USDT yenye nimebuy nayo, niingie nayo, nifanye confirm transfer. After transferred, itatoka from your wallet, itakuja to spot account wallet, itakuja under USDT yenye niko nazo. ikikuja under USDT zenye niko nazo ndakam nirudi hapa kwa trade. Assume mimi ni trader mwenye na nime study market, nimejua kuna time inaweza fika market price fulani, so ndakam niingie kwa limit. Maybe naweza sema sell price iko hii price, ama naweza kama kana jua market naweza drop hii limit, niweke limit ndogo kidogo ndio nipata na the best price, alafu maybe niweke the value of niko nayo, assume hiyo napata 7.7 matic, alafu nifinye buy. Na kama wewe ni unapenda kufanya vitu za haraka, hiyo ni kwa mse atagojea mpaka sele market itafika 2.271, hapo ndio Binance ita actualize your trade. But kama wewe ni mse unapenda kununua haraka, unaingia kwa market chana hiyo, unaingia kwa market, unasema nataka kubai tabai na the current market price, hakuna kubagua. Then after hapo ukifanya buy unapata umebuy, nothing inakaa. Then tukikam kwa wallet yetu tuangalie polymetric, imekuja ni 7.1 hiyo, so 7.6. so ukiangalia kwa Binance as when you trade, hapo ndio kuna kujanga fees za Binance, inakuwa ni 0.1% of what you buy, na dependent on the pair yenye unabuy. Kama umetumia USDT unapata that profit inaendelea kigrow pole pole, BUSDT na grow, Bitcoin na grow bei ya kama umepea na Bitcoin ita grow, kama umepea na Ethereum ina grow, utapata imeenda vizuri, na kama umepea na Binance unaona itashuka kwa sababu Binance coin imeenda chini. So kuna advantage ya using the pairs cryptos na disadvantage yake. The main advantage ukiuse the cryptos ni that when the crypto that umepea nayo ikigain value haraka, utaendelea ukigrow ya coin that umebuy itagrow na ni nzuri, but disadvantage in that market kwa mbaya, coin yako will lose value, your other coin yenye umebuy itaenda lose value pia fast. But reason mbona mimi napenda kutumia USDT ama Tether ni kwa sababu USDT inaitwa stable coin. A stable coin ni coin yenye inaendanisha na current market ya United USDT, na the other good thing ni that at least unajua inakuwa controlled. Hiyo ni kama venye forex unajuanga percentage hizi panda hizi enda hii ama ishuke below hii, ndio uzuri yake, iko na control yake. So mimi hupenda kutumia USDT kwa sababu ya control. Na then after hapo tunaona tumepata nini yetu, na that's how you buy. Assume nataka kusell, narudi tu place yangu. So kabla sasa hapo nafinya hapa kwa sell. Nikifika kwa sell tunaangalia, but sasa juu mimi tunaangalia na long term, tunaangalia tumebuy coin yetu ikuwa to 60. Nikiuza site tunauza na loss. So wewe kama ni investor unafaa kuangalia the time una buy. Maana nilikuwa tunaongelea strategy. You need to find the best strategy yenye ita work with you, kama wewe ni long term ama wewe ni short term trader. Kama umekuwa ukideal na forex na stocks, uta understand that lazima utaweza kusoma candlesticks venye ziko, understand venye market inaendelea, sababu kila nini iko na patterns zake. So utaangalia, uone market venye yaka, uangalie kama market iko sawa. Ukisoma candlestick maybe ya leo ni ya one day, kama ni trader wenye anaangalia long term 1 week, ama kama unaangalia long term vizuri 1 month, unaona venye imeendelea kigrow. So the other thing ya reason why tulikuwa nasema crypto saingia kwa sababu ya hype ni kwa sababu saa zingine unaoneshango hii candlestick ya hivi, unaoneshango the growth part, unaoneshango this part ya volatility yake venye market inaendelea in actual sense, kwa sababu ukionyesha venye inaendelea in actual sense zingine inakufanyanga na think vizuri, kwa sababu hautafuata hype, utaangalia patterns zenye zina follow. Na before invest ama ufanye nini yote, nilikuwa naambia that you need to look at the best way You need to look at the best time, the best crypto ni about entering the market at the best time and leaving the market at the best time. Naweza nikimalizia naweza wachia advice nayo ni sababu chana hiyo kwanza. Reason mbona nasema hivyo ni kwa sababu when you look at the best time in kuingia into the crypto market, inakusaidia for you to understand the market well. So you need to look at the coin that you want to enter in. Angalia the best time ya kuingia. Kama ni a new project, study the project, understand the project. After understanding the project, look at the best way ya kuingia, into the project. After that, be patient nayo. Usikuwe na haraka. Hii hapa si ya get get rich quick scheme. Lazima ukuwe na patience. Lazima uweze kufanya understanding, na lazima after all this long unafaa kufanya all this long unafaa ku understand that ikona risk zake na ikona benefits zake. So weigh the benefits na weigh the risk according to wewe. The other thing that unafaa kuangalia ni that ingia into communities zenye wasee wana teach about crypto. Kama at least leo tumefurahia Teddy anaweza kutupatia platform, tumeweza ku talk a little about crypto, but hata yenye tumeongea ni just ni just the top part of the iceberg. So crypto inahitaji learning mob. After learning mob, after ushafanya learning, invest in mob. Reason mbona nasema hivi ni kwa sababu the first time nikiingia into crypto niliingianga sikuwa na the knowledge part of it. Niliingianga the first time niliingia into the first time niliingia pyramid scheme. So sikujua venye kunaendanga. Nilikuwa naambiwa ni njia ya kurecruit watu, naambiwa enda uletea watu utapata profit, pesa yako imetumika kufanya mining. Sikuwa na understand hiyo time. Nilikuwa naambiwa tu yote ina deal na Bitcoin kitu kai, na hiyo time nilikuwa nimeanza kujua kidogo juu ya Bitcoin. Nilikuwa naangalia market, unafurahia juu hiyo. But after hapo nikapotezanga pesa zangu za kwanza. After kupoteza pesa ya kwanza ile kwa around 2018, nikakaa chini nikaanza kustudy pole the market vizuri. Na kuna book I think Teddy atashare after session kuna books kadhaa za kusoma za crypto, but yenye ni more simplified, yenye nilisoma iko more simplified. Kuna book fulani inaitwa Cryptocurrencies for Dummies, sijali jua jina, but ni quite easy to simplify to the simplest way possible. Ni simple hata kuliko venye nimeexplain, ni simpler na njia zote. Then after hapo, after ushafanya the research, umepata communities nzuri, kaa chini ucalculate the level of risk tolerance yenye uko nayo. The level of risk tolerance yenye uko nayo ita depend na how willing you will go into the project. Then the last part ni understand the market. Usikuwe mtu mwenye una go with the hype. Understand the market first, understand the people, understand everything vizuri. As in hiyo yote naweza wrap up na educate yourself more. Educate yourself more. After hapo angalia kwenye nenda, na hizi zote the last thing na the last yote invest, square blind investor, but every time uliza God unafaa kuinvest hapo. Square msemo mwenye unaingia tu into projects hivyo. Ukiingia into projects hivyo utajipata una invest into every project na utapata na lose a lot, but ukiacha mkono God kuguide uta get into good projects na utaweza ku earn vizuri. Na hiyo ndio mimi naweza wrap it up. Kama unataka kujoin our communities, after the utakuta links zitashariwa ya Telegram community yenye tuko nayo ama na Discord community yenye tuko nayo. And it's a wrap from my side. Teddy?
Yes, Cliff. Awesome. Asante sana. And thank you so much, Cliff, for taking the time to just come and help us navigate, because I think crypto is very intense. It's a lot of information at once, and I know for each and every person over here, ukikaa ujiulize, you're just asking yourself like, wow, like that is a lot. Where do you even start? But the good thing is the main aim actually of our sessions is to give you guys a framework. You know, if you've understood FitNance's mission, which is simplified and organized financial education, it's that you know that this is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, and step 7. Okay, so I know that you might have not grasped everything in in this session, and that's okay, but at least it's an introduction to spark more interest as to how you can get into cryptocurrency investing. So what it is you're going to do after this session, because I believe each and every person over here will register, we will send you a couple of things. Number one, we'll send you a link to this recording. We'll process it and upload it to our YouTube page. And then the next thing that we'll do, we'll send you the 2 links to the Discord server. If you don't know about Discord, it's a place where people can have conversations on certain topics. And then the third thing will be a group, a crypto group. There's a group we have on crypto on Telegram. So we'll send you a link also to join in, where we get to have more conversations and just talk about the whole cryptocurrency universe. And then the last thing, we are going to share a book with you guys. It's called Cryptocurrency for Dummies. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but this one, it's this one. So we're going to share it with you by email. And the good thing with this book is that it's very simplified and it's very organized, you know, that it takes you from understanding the blockchain to understanding cryptocurrencies, understanding risks, understanding how to build a portfolio, understanding how the different coins work. You know, if you followed on what Cliff was sharing, like types of coins according to private transactions, market cap, transactional, all those details. And eventually by the time it's coming to an end, it speaks about things like mining and everything. So it's a really good book to start off with. Yeah, and if you feel free to, you know, to support anything that the work that you're doing, here's our tip jar, you know, and so you can just feel free to do the needful as you deem fit. But all in all, thank you guys so much for showing up. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you learning and getting to know something. Yeah, and we'll definitely hit you up for our next webinar, which might come in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Yes, but all in all, thank you so much, guys, for your time, and have a lovely evening. Thanks.